Dober fantasy players and fantasy football fans. The Philadelphia Eagles will be facing the New England Patriots in Minnesota in Super Bowl 52 after they blew out that same city's Vikings at home in Philadelphia 38-7 last week. When we last saw the Patriots, they made Blake Bortles look downright competent. In what was the best game he had all year, Bortles was able to move the ball down the field easily in the first half. He wound up falling a point short of Foles' Super Bowl projected fantasy points total of 16.5, but his 293 yards were more than anyone had thrown for against New England since Josh McCown in Week 6. Foles has a very high ceiling too. On top of the 352-yard, 3-touchdown game he had in the NFC Championship, he had a 4-touchdown game in Week 15 against the Giants. He has thrown more than a dozen passes in 43 career games and has multiple touchdowns in 22 of them. Not only did Foles have a huge NFC Championship game, but he had it against one of the best defenses in the NFL. The Vikings gave up 16.1 points per game during the regular season and had not given up more than 30 in a game all year. Foles and the Eagles had those numbers eclipsed 5 minutes into the third quarter. If Foles could do that to the league's top-scoring defense, he could definitely do it to New England. The biggest problem Nick Foles has is that he is wildly inconsistent. He hasn't had back-to-back multi-touchdown games since 2014. In the 4 games he started and finished this year, he had 2 monster games in which he averaged 26.28 Dober fantasy points and 2 awful games in which he averaged 9.08 Dober fantasy points. There's just no telling what he's going to do in this game. The Eagles are 5-point underdogs, which points to some bad historical trends for Foles. He pretty much has to be playing from ahead to be worth using on Dober play cards. In 29 career wins, Foles has 49 touchdowns against 8 interceptions. In 20 career losses, he has 12 touchdowns and 21 interceptions. Could Foles lead a rally from behind? It's not likely. He has thrown 710 career pass attempts when trailing and has 22 touchdowns, 17 interceptions, and a 76.5 quarterback rating to show for them. In 739 pass attempts, when tied or leading, he has 42 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, and a 100.9 quarterback rating. If the Eagles fall behind, Foles probably won't pad his stats or be leading any dramatic comebacks. Nick Foles hasn't had a projected fantasy point total higher than 10 all season. His performance against Minnesota was impressive, but is it really worth more than 6 points when the Patriots have extra time to get ready for him? The huge jump is fishy, and Foles is just not trustworthy, so he doesn't have a whole lot of value in this one.